Welcome back to 101. We're talking with Senegalese rock star and activist Youssou N'Dour. Youssou, there's been quite a long list of achievements in your life, but I wonder what for you are the most important moments? What were the defining moments for you in your career?
Yeah, I think really is the day we decide to do this big amnesty tour. I meet a lot of people from Chile, South Africa, and 1988, and 6 weeks together, more than 200 people doing a tour around the world and talking to people, know exactly all this information. I was feeling like a voice of Africa to say the human rights is very important and to share with everybody.
That was the Human Rights Now concert that
Yes.
Amnesty had, and that was with people like Sting and
Peter Gabriel
and so on.
and Bruce Springsteen.
Right, and how was your interaction with them? I mean, you said you felt like the voice of Africa, but how was your interaction with them as a musician?
Yeah, firstly, I was the one with Peter Gabriel to decide this tour, and the same time, people was thinking about the global, the world, and my part was, we have a lot of difficulties, human rights problems in Africa, and I bring all these things, fight to have, the same level to talk about the problems in Africa. Then, South America was, the top to talk about Chile or something like that. I think really my involvement was try to tell people, hey, Africa have a lot of human rights problems.
Now, you were dealing with some of the sort of Western superstars in that case. And in the same way that a lot of Western musicians, Peter Gabriel, Paul Simon, and so on, have taken African rhythms and tried to enhance their music with that, was there anything from the Western side that you could draw into your music and say, I'm taking something also to change my music?
I don't think really, I just keep something, from them. What I believe is all this music coming from Africa. I don't have, any complex to try to play something like what they call pop music or something like that. I feel is part of our music. What I learned a lot is the way they work to build all these things. All these professional things, all this having team together, and how they process to have, record company, to do the promotion, to deliver the message, to do the show, all these things. I learned a lot of things like that.
Which you've used to actually help the young musicians in Africa too, I gather.
Yeah, my experience can help, even, a lot of people before they were saying, my kids don't gonna be a musician. Today, maybe they say, yeah, I really want my kids like Youssou N'Dour or someone else.
Now, in terms of getting a Grammy and so on, did you find that made a big difference to the way you were recognized and the way your career progressed?
Yeah, I think really, I'm not really fan of getting honors or something like that. I think I'm in music business a long time ago, and this Grammy mentioned all this reconnaissance of, what I'm doing, and yeah, tell the people in Africa it's possible, saying yes, it's possible, you can make it, staying at home doing your things is possible. I think the things is the main things is really people can think, saying this is possible.
Of course, your music touches people in the same way. I wonder whose music has touched you. Who are the musicians who've influenced you?
A lot. Maybe, most of them you don't know. It's Kwate Sori Kanja from Guinea, Laye Mboup or Njagambay from Senegal, Feleron Sonkote and Manu Dibango. And the modern way, let's say, I'm a big fan of James Brown, Stevie Wonder, all these 60s, Wilson Pickett, something like that. I think really I was really involved with this kind of music.
And you were also involved a little bit with Spike Lee, who's always made his mark in the sort of community in America and beyond with music and movies. Mm-hmm. How did you get involved with him initially?
I think really, long time ago when I get clashed with Virgin Records, and Spike Lee wrote it on the newspaper and called my manager and saying, I'm just creating 40 Acres on the Mule, his label. And he said, I'm very interesting to get Youssou involved. And I was very happy. And we did a lot of great things. He opened, I understood here in US you have two different ways to promote your music. And working with Spike Lee opened the door for this black community, press, and all these things. It was very interesting. And I realized how far is, our music to this community. And it was a great experience.
Your fame and influence obviously has been used very effectively in your campaigning, and I was wondering how you found that experience working with the United Nations, the various agencies. You've been with UNHCR, the Human Rights Commission side, the UNDP Development Programme, and especially UNICEF, the children's agency, which looks, after interests for children, where you've been a goodwill ambassador. What sort of experience have you had working with them, and have you really witnessed change from some of the things you've done?
Yeah, I think really, I can mention, some campaign of vaccination in Africa, trying to tell people how important are, all this time to bring the kids to have a vaccination. And I can mention also some great idea we have, to talk about, AIDS, to the school things, how we develop a lot of ideas, meeting, what I say meeting together to have some great ideas, to bring also different artists to join us. I think we did a lot of great things. At the same time, we realize it's a lot to do.
Your more latest campaigns have been especially on malaria, which is the biggest killer of children in Africa, and a much more easy fix in many ways. And I'm wondering if you can tell me a little bit about that, how well that's going, and what particular targets you have with that, the Rollback Malaria campaign.
Yeah, it was, bring people together. I think really my idea was, bring all these people together, Rollback Malaria team, United Nations, all this company working, to help, and I think, and artists, musicians together, and create what we call Africa Live, and it was really great success because of the communication. The first step was the communication, to tell people how important are these things, and because a lot of people, when you talk about malaria, they say, okay, it's just little things, and give them the number, give them the only solution we have, bed nets or something like that. And the second step is, try to have money to buy bed nets, to bring the bed nets in Africa. And I think, we start that thing, and the next level is continue to bring all these people who give a lot of money, definitely, but we need more.
So first the bed nets to prevent the infection in the first place, and then presumably drugs as well to treat.
Yeah. We hope we can have solution.
Now, with your future goals and targets, is there anything that you, as Youssou N'Dour, have wanted to do, personal or professional, that you haven't had a chance, that you say, I've got to find time to do?
What I'm trying to do now is create what I call Youssou N'Dour Fund, to have a possibility to tell people we need we need money to help more in Africa. And I'm really happy to say that in your program, I create what we call Youssou N'Dour Fund.
Now, when you started out as a young musician, not even a teenager in Senegal, you were known as Dakar's Little Prince. Well, how would you want to be remembered?
Someone coming from Medina, where, solidarity are, the first words, and touch the world from Medina. And I'm the voice of Medina.
Well, Youssou N'Dour, wish you well. God bless. Thank you very much.
Thank you.